Trying to get it working, guys.
You'll know when it hits.
GM everybody, GM, Zbot, Andy, welcome.
GM. Hey, No Future Hefe, how's the streams going? We're gonna get this.
Mine is still going, so
Nice.
Xfinity hasn't destroyed me like it did on Thursday, but I'll keep you posted. If I disappear, you know what happened.
All right.
Yeah, mine should be up as well. We're streaming to the Aavegotchi DAO YouTube. We're also streaming to my Twitter and through GMI as well. So got that all going. If one of y'all can just listen in to the YouTube just to make sure it's all good there, but I think we can hear pretty good through Twitter. So awesome.
Where did Andy go? Let's see.
GM, fam.
T-Bot, hey, sir.
Happy birthday.
Woo!
GM.
Aavegotchi.
Wait, so since we're in crypto, if Gotchi is 3, is this more like a dog thing? Like it's really 21 because of all the stuff in the last, like especially in the last year with the bonding curve and the die depeg potentially. Like I don't know, how are we feeling?
We're turning 30.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot.
How many blocks?
Yeah, true. We're up to like the 40 millions almost.
Wow.
Or almost 50, I think. It sounds like we're having some issues with the DJ, but we're gonna figure it out because it slaps. So give us a second here, friends.
We're going to start getting the over the hill jokes at 3 years old in DeFi, 3 years old in NFTs. A mature fine wine.
There's not that many projects that have aged as well as Aavegotchi.
Yeah, case in point, look in the text chat, Awkward Die or Awkward AI just showcasing a parcel full of Alchemica. God bless it. You just love to see it. Yeah, case in point, look in the... Yeah, if there's any parcels lighting up for the definitely shout them out, let us know. Gotchi gang, I'll be partying here in Discord and in the Gotchiverse. Lucky we can do that.
Oh yeah, I will get a bounce gate going for that as well. That's a good idea. I got Scrooger here. Get him on stage.
GM. Can you guys hear me?
GM.
Dudes, 3 years, man. That's amazing. You know, it really does feel like 30. It's been going.
It really does. Yeah. Gonna all grow old with you guys.
Yeah, at this point, this is one of my longest relationships, like with anything.
That's pretty awesome. That's a good way of putting it in perspective. If a quick announcement too, while we see if we get the music going, the agenda for the birthday party will run a little bit longer than our normal hangout, so that'll run into some of the DAO discussions that will immediately follow the hangout. I suspect we'll go a little bit over the first hour. And on top of that, stick around if you're part of Thrive Coin, if your wallet's connected with the Thrive options, we're going to probably see some ways to earn some Thrive here throughout the party a little bit later today.
Hi everyone, I'm Andy, the DJ. As you can see, it is all actually set up, but I am afraid that Discord has a little issue with audio, so it will not allow me to plug the decks, unfortunately, in.
Oh, no.
It works perfectly fine in a private video call, but it does not apparently work on this stage, I'm afraid. So I will self and persevere with this, but this is an unforeseen technical.
That stage, got stage. All right, no worries. Mike Kelly says over the air playing it and jacking it in and with the sound
play it
coming
in.
in. Could we do that?
Can you turn the volume up, Andy?
Oh, I can definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. If you guys swap call, they audio sounds terrific when they play it. So it sound better than that. I think we want to give it a try.
Absolutely. Here we go.
That's really nice. Got a party here, huh?
Hopefully that turned out okay.
Fuck yeah.
We've got some Aavegotchi music in there as well.
That's so good.
It's all in there. That's so good. We gotta do this every Saturday hangout. Can we just make this regular? That was good.
Awesome.
Well, on top of that, Cody, this was kind of a sports because first Andy brings the heat. He's what, like top ranked on whatever metrics you look at world class, top of Spotify playlists, listening lists, all of that. Yeah, it's first of all quality in and of itself, bringing the heat. But second, maybe some of you have seen Andy and recognize Andy.
There's
So
there's a little than you guys might have realized. If I was checking the bio just a second ago. Here in Discord, click on Andy's eye something.
good way to go about it here. Let's find
See
Andy.
who can screenshot it first.
Get the screen.
He is definitely Gotchi gang.
Very much so. There, Jared.
Jared's got
It's
it.
going to be the first. There we go.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yay.
Andy is the recently joined and new Gotchiverse game director for Craft Studios. And yeah, also a super sick DJ.
You protest too much. Yes, thank you everybody. Welcome. Hopefully, appointment here is exciting to you. I come from the world of games, essentially. So I come from PlayStation and Electronic Arts, places like that, Codemasters, if you're aware of them. I've been in games for 20 odd years, and I am a big believer in blockchain, crypto, Web, all the other stuff. I've been making games for 20 years across third-person action adventures, racing games, Walking Dead, and on 24, Vin Diesel on Fast and Furious, and I guess most notably for you guys, the some people can't hear me.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
probably there.
Okay, good.
No, you're fine. Screen's in the
so-
background.
So I guess some people probably are most interested in the work I did on Project Cars. Project Cars was a crowd-powered, crowd-fund title, and therefore we made that game alongside the community. So, when I was looking for a new opportunity out there, Aavegotchi was one of the top places, right up the top place. Okay. Reason being that you guys have got something here. You guys have got something. Oh, sorry, we guys, me, because I'm part of the team now. I've got something here in that it is an exciting title that I believe can do brand new things that no other game, no traditional game, let's call it, no old school game, no Web 2 could do. And the exciting bit is that we're doing it alongside you. So we're doing it alongside the community, right? So I hope to have many conversations with you. I hope to have full transparency with you as well on all the awesome things that we've got in the pipeline. Since Dan said, and I'm a new guy here, so I've only been here 3 weeks. One lurking behind the scenes, jumping into the Gotchiverse and harvesting and looking into the arena and stuff like that. And then the second week and third week have been kind of get down into the nitty-gritty of kind of what's going on with the team, where we're going, where we're heading, some things in the pipeline that I'm sure you guys have seen already in the roadmap, and just knuckling down and ensuring that what we do here from now on always is going to be an awesome experience for you, and that means making sure that we have best-in-class features and things that will viral, as well, like brand new ways for you to socialize, brand new ways for you to kit out your gotchis with cool gear, brand new ways to fight with the arena, brand new ways to utilize the economy that's already in the game as well. And one day, hopefully, what a brand new way to adventure and explore the Citadel and beyond. So, yeah, very, very happy to. I don't mind answering any questions if there are any, but otherwise, let's get on with the show.
Yeah, maybe a few questions will come in, and we're just so excited to have you on the team, Andy. And you brought in just the last few weeks already is, it's a breath of fresh air, and it's a certain eye that you're bringing to the game, into like a fresh perspective that just nothing but make the Gotchiverse better as we make this move to 3D. And there's so much here that we're going to unpack in the next hour, I think, Dan, right? In terms of what he's working on and some of the stuff around that.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody said, am I north of the Watford Gap? And yes, I'm originally from Manchester. So, yeah, if you can't understand my crazy accent, I know, then I'll have to speak a little bit more properly.
Those accents are very, very regional up there, right? You can spot where people are from within like 50 miles or something in the UK and around there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you drive 300 miles, you'll be in another country from London, basically. But if you drive 300 miles in the States, you'll just be in a different. You might even be in the same state, right?
Still the same state, and I probably wouldn't tell anything from the accent. So it's so boring over here. No excitement.
Show us your gotchi, it says. Yeah, so, my gotchi, so all my kind of like branding stuff when I'm DJing, it's all black and pink. So I grabbed myself a kitschy from the bazaar, which was kind of a pink unicorn, a diamond unicorn thing. I think I should have 2 A's in it though to go with the full Aavegotchi thing, shouldn't I? So yes, thank you to whoever I bought that off as well.
Okay, who's
Andy is still kind of so there's a ton for him that he's learning but has already learned from you guys. I know he's had some great combos. Phantasma has a great question here about the vision RPG. Does he believe in such thing, or maybe a smaller scope direction for the Gotchiverse? You might have some initial opinion, but yeah, curious. Want to share maybe some ideas about your vision for where you think the Gotchiverse go?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've got. Firstly, can I say thank you to the community, because you guys were the first people that I came to answer questions here, as well as Dan and Jesse, of course, and the rest of the team. But there were some people who really helped me out as part of the community, and it really kind of shows what an amazing job has been done here already, and fun you guys find the Gotchiverse and the whole kind of ecosystem of it and stuff. So my ethos, my kind of strategy or vision for it is that absolutely there are kind of like, there's not much adventuring that you can do kind of in the game at the moment, and therefore that's one kind of big hit to kind of like just hit home run with upcoming once we've kind of like looked at getting the arena looking a lot awesome and stuff. So yeah, my vision of Web3 is that yes, it can be done. You've got amazing story here with the Gotchis and the Liquidators, story that's happened with them in the past, the Great Portal and stuff of dreams for like Netflix or game or things like that. So it's very easy to think of NPC characters and quests for the beyond the Citadel in the D5 Forest or the Dark. So yeah, it's definitely be done. I think it's gonna keep hold of all your rights. They're not gonna when the sun on a traditional game, you lose all your. That's not the case here with NFTs. It's a whole new world and something that we could do something pretty special with.
I know you're also really interested in taking what we've done with the arena and just like making it a truly, it's like that far anything that we can come up with. I'm so.
Yes, the arena is going to be absolutely amazing, guys. Like, played kind of early versions, at the moment, and honestly, as I've said to Jesse and Dan, stuff that we'll be doing in arena has not been done in a game before, and therefore that really kind of shows kind of Web3 gaming, blockchain gaming is kind of the way to go and can do things that traditional games cannot. So yeah.
Have Andy join the team. It's such a massive brain gain for us as a team, the whole community. He brings so many insights from like the kind of tragedy world to this new space, and just with how things are. It's been amazing.
Well, happy to be on board.
Yep.
See a lot more of Andy probably in future dev updates, all sorts of good stuff. So you'll see him around the Discord, Aavegotchiverse. I don't know if he's wandering. Even me, I need to get in. But this is introduced the Gotchiverse and the arena. So that's and show us where you're at.
Someone asking about Neon Kong. Neon Kong is still alive and well and thrive the art direction under Andy. So there's he'll be still with the art that we all love.
Yeah, it's a little hiring spree here at Pixel. So to the team and yeah, everything's good. So more fuel to the fire.
And yes, right now I'm in this. One haunt, one maybe.
I see trans people total on the team account we've had ever. So I mean it goes, but I think we're near like all highs here on the Pixelcraft team as
with Gotchi Guardians and just the move to 3D. We brought on quite a few new team members that are specialties in those specific areas.
Yep, lots of designers, 3D analysts, Unity, all that kind of stuff. So the team grows. So with that as the backdrop for our party, 3 years in the making, Dan, what shall we do next here to kick off and just to keep enjoying ourselves here as we celebrate?
Right. Yeah. So thank you guys for, first of all, a huge thanks to everyone for coming out and this party. For me, this is kind of cool. This is my first hangout happening when I'm in the US. So it's a reasonable hour for me here in the US in Eastern time zone. 10:23 a.m. So great to see you guys in this new time, and I know we're gonna be revealing some awesome stuff here, but I know Jesse, you were curious to see how much the community remembers of these 3 years and how much you guys know about all the stuff that's happened with Aavegotchi. So we prepared a little quiz for you guys, and what is the prize for winning this quiz, Golden Cross?
Right.
The highest score.
We've got a quiz coming, and unlike the party we did in New York about a year and a half ago, that one I learned from that quiz. It was too easy. You guys are pros. So I think this one will be a little tougher, and the prizes are going to be fake gotchis. We've got some fake gotchis collected in the Pixelcraft vault, and we will be gifting some of those to the top winners here. So hopefully this leaderboard works like we expect it to, Dan. It should rank everybody, right?
Yeah,
So
I think it's gonna. This is our first time using this quiz bot, but I think it's gonna work. So hopefully everything will work okay.
If it doesn't work, you get your bragging rights. If we do get a nice leaderboard at the end ranking everybody like we expect, we're happy to give out some fake gotchis and some NFT, some digital gifts to the top 10. It's multiple choice, correct? So the answer is C. So let's give it a shot. A little trip down memory lane. 3 years in the making, and And you may want to have some resources open, whoever's, I mean, what do you get? 10 to 15 seconds to
Yeah,
answer?
so you're gonna have it should have 15 seconds for each question, and it's just gonna keep going. There's total of 25 questions. So we'll start this off. We can't stop it once it starts, so we're gonna go for about a few minutes here, and yeah, get those GigaBrains on, guys. So here we go. I'm gonna hit the button here to play the quiz. Hopefully it will work okay. Okay. All right. Let me give it permissions here in the channel. That would help. I don't think it currently has them. Okay, let's try this again.
Jesus says he's born ready. Here we go.
Okay, quiz.
Question 1, is Aavegotchi a ghost? A squirrel? It's definitely a ghost. No, nothing bad.
All right, one here. We're having this Discord issue. Try it again. 1 sec.
One guy said squirrel.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous because I'm an ambassador, so I should know all this stuff. So I gotta say, right, Hefe?
Expectations are high.
That's a good point. Hefe, no, you guys probably feel more pressure. You're on stage. Could get
Like I
called
cannot
out.
get any of these wrong.
Okay, hopefully this is gonna
You
work.
could be the answer to a question. Who knows? It could just be. You have to get that one right.
All right, I'm having some. I have definitely given it permission. Send messages and embed links. So why is it not working? Yeah, keep the banter going, guys, while we figure this out.
Worst case, I'll just read out the questions and you can go.
Oh no.
Be honest and be like, yeah, I got 9 out of 10.
Coder Dan, you might just have to refresh your Discord for it to accept those permissions.
I don't think so. All right.
So Hefe, if you had to predict in advance 25 questions, how many do you think you get correct?
All 25, man. Can't get them wrong.
Oh man,
You've been around
like
long enough.
It's not about being around long enough. It's about having a good memory.
Okay, well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, that's the part that always.
Might have me beat there. We'll see.
Okay, we're gonna try one more time. Come on. Come on. What's going on? It says I've definitely given it permissions.
The stage is the curveball.
Stages are tough. Yeah. Because it's definitely in here. It's got permissions. I'm just gonna give it every permission, guys. We'll see what happens.
Holy cow, T-Bird actually has a squirrel gotchi. See, you never know. I say some random thing and it exists with Aavegotchi. Soju dropping some I haven't seen that one before. Some Soju art with the brain wearable.
I need that on a shirt. I need a brain print shirt.
Mikey J. You turn on all the permissions and suddenly he's got a bot saying send 38th and if you send one now. Don't do it, Mikey.
Yeah, we're gonna CH mod it.
I like how, you guys in the community are coming up with your own questions. Let's just quiz each other live in the chat. See,
Yeah.
is Ice Cube for the pop charts? I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, guys.
We gave it a shot.
This is super weird. It's definitely in the channel and it has permissions. It's just Discord being lame.
All right. Well, should we read a few of the questions just for fun and then move forward? We don't have to go through the whole thing here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. We'll just do it live. I'll sample here a few. I've got them in front of me. The first question, we start off very easy. It's true. What does Aave mean in Finnish?
Ghost.
Okay. Ghost coming in. That's the warm-up one.
I think I got it first, but I don't know because now the whole screen is flashing.
Looks like Aavegotchi got it first. He was right before you.
Super fast. All right.
Testing the Discord system here.
They get progressively more difficult. What OG crypto artist designed the original pixel art Aavegotchi? A. Zebot. B. Pepernardo. C. Xcopy or Robness. It is definitely. Okay, I'm gonna skip some of the easy ones here because we got limited time, but which major crypto exchange enjoys a wearable set dedicated to their CEO? Yeah, you guys got it. Coming in here with OKX and the J set. You can check that out in the wiki, or some of you may be wearing it. Anybody rocking any of the J clothes today? That's a very special piece.
Does this mean we need Dan and Jesse bizarre items now?
Yeah, like we've adopted our favorite outfits, but so
I'm
Dan,
wearing my glasses. Yeah, you don't have your robe on though, Jesse.
oh yeah, I do have the robe, but I'm such a fan of that white kind of Admiral Navy looking thing from Chainlink, so I can't help it. Okay, one more here. Do you guys remember this one's pretty tough. Do you remember the Aavegotchi astronauts? And what were they? What were they? Yeah, Flame dropping uniquely. Brills, you guys got it. The first
Nice.
native Polygon NFTs bridged to Ethereum because of uniquely. So you guys had the perfect one-word answer. All right, maybe I'll go to one or two more. Multiple choice here. Summoners, Coder Dan, and Golden Cross first met through A, crypto, B,
A
poetry,
band.
C, film, or D, music. The
I
band.
had the band, but I was the first one with the band.
Bonus question though, what was the name of the band? Do we remember that
Yeah.
one? Ooh.
That's
That would have been a good one.
I don't remember. Oh, is that it?
Oh,
Killian.
McCallum. Dang. Was that right? Is that correct there?
yeah.
Oh.
That was
Some
good.
biscuits in Chinese, but yeah.
Loosely translated. Oh.
Let me see one here. Let's see. This might be a tough one. Who won the Gotchi versus Mosaic Tiles art contest? Oh, Mikey J got it. Yeah, nice.
Mikey knows. Yeah, that was fast. Oliver Spoon. All right, we're getting down there. Well, we got a few more. What do we got here? Gotchi Miners is a hit community-developed game led by who? Who created? Yeah, there it is. Crypto Gotchi names it with Gotchanomics. Actually, a lot of people coming in. Shout out to Gotchanomics today. Not sure if you're at the party, but love what you guys have built. Okay, now some of the old school wearables, there were the artists, right? This kind of group that did work with Zbot and create some of the first gen wearables, including a community artist by the name of Rod. He created all except which of the following? Did you know Rod created the red Hawaiian shirt, comfy poncho, yellow man bun, and poncho hoodie? Oops, one of those is not true. Which one of those did he not create?
Red Hawaiian shirt, comfy poncho, yellow man bun, or poncho hoodie.
That's right. All right, I see a few people with the right answer. Al's got it. Soju's got it. Yeah, he did not create the yellow man bun. Ninecron got it. But he did create all those others. Would love to see Rod circle back through. I haven't seen Rod in a minute, but he had some very nice designs there.
See Vanilla Delphia hanging out in the chat. Hey, sir.
Oh,
Man.
there's one of our artists.
He's rocking his piece. The beer
Well,
hat.
I was going to say, there's a good quiz question. Which
Yeah.
Vanilla Delphia contributed one, and it's an epic one. That would be the beer helmet.
Which Alchemica token has the lowest total supply? FUD, FOMO, Alpha, or Keck? Oh, no. Some of you guys got wrecked there.
It's definitely Keck.
Not
Lowest.
FUD. Yeah, the lowest supply.
FUD is everywhere. FUD is in the air. It's way too common.
We need more Keck in the world.
Perfect. All right, this one you can type real quick on your keyboard. The official Aavegotchi blog is also known as what? It's kind of colloquially known as The Curve. Brills, Mikey, Mitsu, you guys all got it. I like the person who spelled it like you're probably typing too fast and just put curb. URB.
The curb.
Cool. Maybe there's one more final question, Dan. I don't know. Maybe it's a good segue. I saw somebody asking about this other thing that's been floating around, not necessarily a quiz question, but a mystery on Twitter and social.
Yeah, what are all these AAs? What's going on? Who started it?
Dun dun dun.
Did we acquire an account abstraction service? Is that the announcement?
Aavegotchi wallet incoming.
Now we have something very cool for you guys. We're gonna tease it out, but what should we drop first, Golden Cross?
Oh, let's see here. I don't have the doc right in front of me, so I'd just go start at the top and work our way down, I suppose. Let's drop some stuff in the chat.
All right. Well, first of all, let's drop this because this is so dope.
You know, my theory is the AA isn't even an AA. It's not an acronym. They're not even letters. I don't know. There's something else going on there. And you can see them here in the chat. Beautiful GIF. Holy cow.
Oh, cool. That's a great GIF.
Some great looking A's.
Right? Some nice A's right there.
All right, let's see. We got another one here, a little meme for you guys. Drop this one.
Oh.
Try this. It's that new stuff from Aavegotchi. Bro, that's going to hit hard.
Oh my goodness. And you're bringing me surprises now. What the heck?
Yeah,
I've not seen that. That is excellent.
I gotta watch it again.
That's awesome.
Bro, that's going to hit hard.
I love. Did you guys see Rogan? His guys is the medal on the necklace, the drip.
It's looking good. He's got the thing I tweeted out, the AA.
All right. Well, speaking of Joe Rogan, that's a funny segue. Let me make sure I got the right video here, guys. Find it here, or if Jesse, do you have it? I'm gonna look through my drive here. Let's drop the official one.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm
Let's
looking forward here. Or if Nigel, do you have it? I just want to make sure I don't drop the wrong one. Or Zbot, someone drop it.
Here we go. It's like the quiz bot. It's just not going to happen. We'll come back next week. I'm on the wrong device. I shouldn't
Okay.
shouldn't be dropping it.
I think this might be it. Make sure here.
Go ahead, take your time, and yeah, all this buildup around the double A's. I feel like I hope you guys are happy. It's something we've been working on for a long time, and yeah, we'll just have to. It'll make more sense after we drop this video.
You're giving me a double A anticipation and anxiety.
Double A anxiety.
Anxiety.
Several
All
people typing.
All right, we are about to drop it here, friends. You know, 3 years is a long time to be in crypto. It's a long time honestly for anything, but just even in crypto, it's a pretty long time. And so we want to make sure that Aavegotchi is always fresh, always awesome. So here we go, guys. It's going to take a second to drop this. We've been working on this for almost longer than 6 months, but a long time. Sorry, it's loading on my internet connection.
You got that American internet speed now. Hopefully I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's
Right.
bad. Nashville, Xfinity like messaged me and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna mess with your internet. It might go down for a day." It's been 3 days, like intermittent, and I'm like, it was perfect before. I don't know why they messed with it. So it's annoying.
Oh, we're lucky you're even here on the call. You have to like use your data package or something.
Yeah, the call's working, but my stream keeps going down. But the recording is going the whole way. It just keeps going back and forth, on and off. It's kind of annoying.
All right, here we go, guys. It's coming.
You can see the progress bar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
here we go.
Ooh.
I don't know if it'll. Hopefully, it loads for you guys, but it's pretty big. So feel free to download it, do whatever you want with it. I think we can pin stuff in this chat. So let's watch it together here. Love the music.
Wait, how do you pronounce it?
Aavegotchi. 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 Aavegotchi.
Aavegotchi. Got it. Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. That's great. Now we see
Boom,
where the A's fit in. It all makes sense. It's coming together. I love the background music too. The track you had going there.
Yeah, it really came together pretty nice. And it's really all about, obviously, at this point, a brand refresh and showing that Aavegotchi is kind of moving into our next phase. We're all grown up, 3 years old. And this is going to be something that, yeah, it's evolving and it's more versatile. Like, I think, Dan, you've spoken of it on other Hangouts before about kind of the frustration with the pixel font in general, and just the limitations on that in terms of designing web pages, in terms of branding, and everything. So with us moving to 3D and Unity and everything else that we're doing with Gotchi Chain, this really was the time to take a step back and design something that really is like hopefully timeless and achieves the goal of like being distinctly Aavegotchi. And here we go. Coder Dan just dropped the full blog with everything you need to know.
There's a ton of stuff in here. So we'll go through it together. Yeah, I love Pixelar. I think it's a great font, and I really do enjoy using it. There's a ton of times when we've been trying to design things, and we're just like, man, it's so hard to design like a modern, clean layout that we really want to have like for the DApp with Pixelar. And it's just, I mean, I feel like the blog post talks about this a lot. Like as we start going into other areas beyond just pixel art, 3D, VR, AR, I mean, I feel like we get this sense that Pixelar is not all that Aavegotchi is. I mean, we are on-chain pixel art NFTs, but now we're becoming a game. We're going to have all these different game offerings. We're entering other metaverses, and we just kept getting this sense like we want to take Aavegotchi to the next level and let people know like this is more than just a simple pixel art NFT. This is a whole massive gaming ecosystem. Yeah, so also like when we were designing the logos for Gotchi Chain and Gotchi Guardians, Gotchi Verse, we just keep hitting this like wall of Pixelar, or like the Aavegotchi DApp, and wanting to go beyond it, but kind of feeling limited by where we are currently with the logo. So this brand refresh has been in our minds for at least, I would say at least a year, but we've really kind of been working on it for the last 6 months. And so, yeah, if we go through this blog post together, so we have Aavegotchi is a new word mark And here I'll drop the kind of the official word mark by itself. And there's some cool features of this word mark. Here's the GIF of it. I think this is a GIF. Is it a GIF? I'll try and find the GIF here in a sec. But it went through multiple evolutions, and we went through so many fonts to try and like find one that really felt to us what Aavegotchi represents. And we ended up stumbling across this font called Many Years Ago, which had this like great nostalgic feeling to it, but it had some things that we didn't like, which was it was very blocky. So Zebot and our art team kind of went through the font and literally changed every aspect of it to make it more to fit our brand, to fit Aavegotchi's, which are kind of square at the bottom and rounded at the top. So you can see the new font here, the bottoms are more square compared to the tops, which are rounded. And we also, one of the things we wanted to have in this font was like this feeling of a ghost, of this sense of like being spooky and haunted, which is what Aavegotchis are, without necessarily having an Aavegotchi directly in the word mark itself. So what are these AAs? For me, the AA is like this feeling of two ghosts kind of leaning up against each other, and also they're leaning on each other. They're almost like bonding with each other. And that, for me, that really feels like what we have in this community, this sense of like that everyone is helping each other, everyone's super friendly. And yeah, I think it's a really really cool standalone symbol. Like the AA itself, I just love how it looks. It looks so playful and so fun. I hope you guys also think that, but yeah, for me it's so playful and also unique. Like it doesn't look like any of the other fonts or games out there. It's got its own special vibe.
Yeah, it's a little bit of informed by the fact that Aavegotchis are ghosts, spirits in some form, and also like you said, I just shared an image of the 3D Aavegotchi, and it's the same with the pixel art one. You can tell like we have this unique thing where the top is always rounded and the bottom is more like hard edges, right corners, that kind of thing, and that's pretty much our calling cards, like very distinct. You see it in the eyes, you see it everywhere. So the logo is intended to reflect that, and I think it's really cool. They play really well together, and yeah, like if we keep going through this doc, there's so many levels to this. Like it's not just a new logo. It's like when you do a brand refresh, you have to go top to bottom with everything. So if I don't know, Dan, is it time to?
Yeah, I've just updated the landing page, and if you guys go to aavegotchi.com now, we have a whole new landing page that, in my opinion, is we've always known that the landing page is a little bit awkward, or it doesn't really communicate all the different aspects of Aavegotchi. And honestly, it's really hard to make a landing page for Aavegotchi because there's so many nuances to what Aavegotchis are. We're the NFTs. We're also a gaming like protocol. We're also a DAO. We have tokens. That's just like so many aspects to consider. But at the end of the day, you gotta boil it down to really what are the most standout parts and what really makes Aavegotchi. And for me, I think the team like shares this idea as well, is that really the coolest part of Aavegotchis is that they are these on-chain like gaming avatars, and you can play with them in games in the Gotchiverse and soon to be many more games. And you can also earn like I think a part of our core DNA is this aspect of there is like yield, there is earning involved. And of course, it's not playing to earn. That we've all moved beyond that language as an industry. It's really about like playing games, and at the end of the day, there might be some rewards involved, which is cool. But we're not like focused on the rewards as much, which is what I think what this new tagline conveys: game and earn with friends. But that's just one part of this landing page. we also talk about Gotchi chain, and there's some alpha on here for sure, which we will be revealing in the next Gotchi chain update that we're getting very close to. So you'll see there's some areas that are redacted here in the landing page, and those will be filled in very soon. So we get a cool section about Gotchi chain, and then we get to the section I'm literally born to game. Like that's what Aavegotchis are. They were the spirits of degen, liquidated yield farmers, and now they're born into the Gotchiverse, and they want to farm and they want to game. So they have like this trait sheet that's shared on chain. When you level it up in one game, it levels up in another game. They have this dynamic NFT ownership, which we're so far ahead of the curve still with this. Like literally other projects are just starting to even experiment with this kind of stuff. We've been doing this for 3 years now. And they're also like multi-platform. They're going to be in 3D soon. They're in 2D, obviously, and we'll be bringing them to AR and VR as well. And then we get a cool section on the liquidators. We talk about the phase change that's happening from 2D to 3D. We talk about the Aavegotchi DAO, and there's something on the DAO that I want to mention in a second. We get a little part about how much media coverage we've gotten as a community, as a project. A little bit of social clout for being the first pixel art NFT on Polygon. A very useful and overdue FAQ. And then we get a nice call to action to join the Discord. And then at the bottom here, I love this stay awesome. Just really, to me, it's like it just wraps up the entire landing page and gives a cool preview of the vibes that we have in this community. So that's the landing page. That's, again, one part of this brand refresh that we've been working on for a while was re-envisioning, how to present Aavegotchi to the world, and try to bridge this tension between, are we a gaming platform? Are we like a digital pet, an NFT? And ultimately, I think we're all of those. But you have to be able to communicate your message clearly when someone's coming on. People don't have the attention span to be like Andy Tudor and spend 4 days figuring out how to onboard. So we have a lot of work to do on that. And I think having a clear, concise landing page is a huge step.
Yep, that's so true. So there's plenty of work left to be done, but now the stage is set. We've got a new framework to work within, and it's just going to make all the things that need to be done and are being done that much easier to do. So, yeah, a fancy way of saying this is an important step, and it was long overdue, actually. But if ever there was a time to do it, it's right now as we move towards Gotchi Chain going live and everything that comes with it. Wag me shouting out the 3D gotchis. Yeah, I mean, that really forced the hand, right? It's like how we have to have a coherent, visual identity here. And we can't have like this split thing. Now, that doesn't mean the retro pixel art Aavegotchis are going anywhere, right? They're still on chain. They're still
totally
DNA of the Aavegotchi. I think of it as like the DNA, and the 3D is like what's built on top of that. So, so happy with where this is going. I'm happy to see a lot of love here in the comments. And let's see. I think that's not all, right? There's a lot more.
If you guys are in the blog post, you'll see we've been doing a ton of work on the Aavegotchi DApp, like the so-called V2, and this new that's also going to be getting a makeover that is in progress currently. We were trying to have it done for today, but it is getting actually very close. You can kind of see some previews of it. So one thing we've decided is that we want to kind of go back to a little bit more of a traditional navigation bar at the top where you can see like the about, and that's going to feature things like lore and the wiki, the blog, and an about us page. Market is going to have the bazaar and the auction, and also viewing the activity. And then what I'm really excited about is the games section. If you and let me drop a preview of this for those who aren't looking at it. The games section, I mean, one thing we really want to focus on going forward is actually having a place where developers, including ourselves and other community developers, can basically make a PR to get their game listed in Aavegotchi.com. And so currently we're working on this new game center where you'll be able to come in and view all the games that are on the Aavegotchi platform that are live. And also, even if they're not live, there'll be this development status that kind of tells you what the status of that game is. And then it'll have a nice video trailer. It'll have some images about the game, and then a play now button that'll just take you right directly to it. So I think that's going to really be cool. Once we're really doing a push, and we want to have more games built on Aavegotchi, because that's the whole vision of the platform. And so part of that is giving strong visibility to all the game developers, making sure that it's easy for people to find those games. Similarly, you can also see there's the tools section, which currently is going to feature things like Fireball GG, Adventure.io, like things like the XP dashboard. But just like the Game Center, we're going to have a tools center where you can also, as a developer, you'll be able to make a PR and get your tool or whatever dApp you're creating that's Aavegotchi related featured in the site. So it'll be, again, super easy for people to come on and discover all the different tools that people are building for Aavegotchi. And yeah, it'll be, once we've completed this update, we're going to be open sourcing the site. So at that point, if you have a dApp, it'll be super easy to just make a PR and get your dApp featured in the site. So yeah, there's so much to talk about. Jesse, do you want to talk about Ghost Token?
Yeah. So this is obviously something that I think has to happen alongside the rest of the brand refresh, right? If we think about Aavegotchi and everything that we've done and what it's about, what's been there from literally day one. It's been, even before the Aavegotchis, it's been the Curve and the Ghost Token. So probably due for a brand refresh. I love the uniqueness of the pixelated coin, but this is the time to take and extend a fresh coat of paint to the Ghost Token. So if you're in the blog right now, you can see that. If not, I think we can drop, let me see what we got here. We've got a couple different GIFs and videos about it. Saving it right now. But I think it's beautiful. It's a double-sided coin. You've still got the GHST, but now it is in the new Aavegotchi font. And the other side is kind of hinting at, something else kind of related to the brand, which is Gotchi Chain, right? So when you think of Ethereum and the diamond, if you think of Polygon and their infinity logo, basically the logo, the icon always ties into the chain of the gas token, right? And for Aavegotchi and Gotchi Chain, what's the gas token? Well, we've confirmed it's going to be Ghost. So that's where you start to see the new, that's how we kind of thought about, like, what do we want the token to do, and how do we signal what it's about? And so it's tied now more visually directly to the Gotchi Chain. So I'm trying to find somebody can share the front.
I just dropped one. We've got that video featuring the front and back in the loop. That's the one featured in the blog. I'll also have some videos. We're going to be dropping a tweet thread here in just a moment, guys. So everyone, we wanted to go through it with you guys live before we get to the tweet thread. But that is coming soon. So yeah, Ghost Token is it's looking sexier than ever, and we got the Gotchi Chain logo is going to be kind of the front side, and then Ghost is going to be on the back side. If you look at Coin Market Cap, there's actually very few tokens that have their text as the main icon. So we want to start giving a stronger visual identity to Gotchi Chain and Ghost as well. So you'll probably notice some changes when you go onto like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap or Binance as we start getting the new designs over to them and getting that updated. But yeah, it's really cool. It's the new Gotchi Chain logo is super fun, and just it's two Gotchis moving kind of linked together, and that's what we are. We're a community linked together through these Aavegotchis, through Ghost Token, and we're gonna have our own chain to play on, our own little playground.
Yeah, up only. They're going upwards. These ghosts are flying, and they're together, and they're kind of linked. It kind of looks like, a chain link in some sense. It also kind of echoes the double A that has kind of become our Nike swoosh, I guess you could say. So that's the idea there, is we have these visual motifs that we can keep coming back to. It's this duality and this community and never being alone. So that's kind of some of the themes you see being echoed from both the word mark to the ghost token. No futuristic sees a butt. Okay, I have to look at it twice. Pulling up. Perfect. I say all this eloquent explanation of the thought behind it. He's like, I see a butt.
Sorry, they saw a heart, and I looked at it again, and I was like, wait a minute. It looks great though. I like it. I do like the tilt upward, that little like subliminal up, kind of just put a little gas under it, and you can see these things in the animations fly.
Actually, there is a video of that. I think Seabot, if you have that one, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I looked at that logo on the back, and I'm like, that needs to be on a shoe. Like you said Nike swoosh, and I'm like, yeah, this could totally be on like a shoe that I would wear. It would look
Here we go. Here's the actual cool animation for Ghost and Gotchi chain.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Ghost facelift, Aavegotchi as a whole getting a facelift. I think we've covered most, but I know there's one big part we haven't talked much about. I gotta go back to the blog here, see if I'm going out of order.
Yeah, the next one is just the full cast logo. Like Aavegotchi, we have the word mark now, but most of the time we're probably not gonna actually use that word mark by itself. We gotta show these beautiful gotchis off. So this is gonna be a lot of times like the websites or areas where we have like a strong visual place to show off the logo. We'll be using this one. We will, for other places, maybe like when we're next to CoinMarketCap or next to Binance, we'll use the word mark by itself. But most of the time, we'll be seeing this full cast logo, which features the kind of the brand Naked Gotchi. We got a Citadel Knight in there to kind of represent Gotchi Guardians and just the more of the lore side, and then we have the Liquidator in there. And this could potentially also change a little bit as we finalize like 100% all the art, because the Citadel Knight is actually kind of still work in progress, although it does look super cool. So this potentially might change a little bit, but in general, you'll be seeing the Gotchi not by itself anymore, but with its friends as well, and its mortal enemy. And
this would be a dope poster if you put this out as a poster. Just the
yeah, man. Oh man, it looks great as a sticker, as a poster. Yeah, it looks really cool. And so yeah, there's we did feature the merch as well, and I think I saw a comment. I'm not sure exactly if there was maybe a potential little bit of a mix up about which ones are going to be featured, but I know Lost Local, do you want to talk about some of the merch that you've been working on? And I know we do have the stuff that is featured in this blog post coming very, very soon, but it might not be totally stocked yet. But if Lost Local, you want to talk about a little bit about the merch that's coming?
Yeah, for sure. So we wanted to put together just some, real basic items that highlighted the new brand refresh. So the last couple of weeks, we just got some basics, some black tees, some white tees. We also have a pretty cool black baseball cap. It's slightly different than the one that was in the blog post. We ended up going with the AA logo and the full name logo on the side of the hat. We thought it was just a little more stylish. But yeah, all those items are available in the shop now. We're also rolling out a new what we're calling PODs or pods, which are proof of drip, which are going to be digital collectibles that mint on Polygon. So when you purchase from any collection moving forward, you'll receive one of these tokens. The the whole distribution model is still in the works. So for this first time, anyone who purchases anything from the rebrand collection, you'll get a claim link later this week. I will make sure to put a post up in Discord so folks are aware that that's not a scam when it's coming through. But all those items are available now in the shop. Crypto payments are also available in the shop, so you could pay with major
Nice.
crypto. And yeah, this is just the first of our drip that'll be coming out with this fresh, all these new rebrand, logos and all that. But we just wanted to get something out ASAP for this hangout. So definitely more to come. But the first items are up.
And it's funny because we already have another drop that you're preparing that's using the legacy stuff. So that's going to be like, do you have any previews of some of the things that are coming out for that? Is it going to be like collector's items because we're not going to be making those anymore?
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit of alpha. We've been kicking around the name for that collection, and I think we're going to call it Instant Retro because
Nice.
we're basically going straight into it's a flashback right away. But some people have seen the boxers. These are the actual. This is a pair of the real boxers. The ones we shared before were the test runs. So you can see we got our blues,
So
nice and vibrant. Let me see what else I could share here.
Please give us that
Some
in black.
hockey slides for Oh, Squeak, there is a Gotchi Girl tee coming. Don't you worry. It's on the way. Let me see if I don't know if I have a photo of our ladies tee, but there is we have a baby girl tee coming out soon. So that will be hitting the shop also. And one other item I can tease here, just give me 1 second.
Those slides are fire. Oh my god.
For the beach days, we're gonna have Gotchi beach towels coming out too. So whether you're at the beach,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
And the beach towel seems to match the underwear. Is that like a camouflage thing? Like,
listen, yeah, we want to make sure people can coordinate however they choose. So yeah, and then there's a few other items I don't have really adequate mock-ups to share with those. So I don't want to tease anything that's not true to form, but there's a few other items coming out as well. So some really fun stuff. Those will be in the shop probably in about a week or two. So keep an eye out, and we'll definitely be doing an announcement for that as well.
Awesome. All right, well, guys, we are almost at the end of this first part. And I wanted to mention one thing that you've probably seen in the blog post, which is, or you might have seen it on the landing page, which is there is a Aavegotchi DAO logo kind of chilling there on the landing page. But if you look at the blog post, you might see something else. And that says that we actually did quite a few variations of the DAO logo. And I think it looks actually pretty cool. But at the same time, we really had this feeling like it would be cool if the DAO actually created its own DAO logo using this new branding. So pretty soon we're going to be announcing a contest for community members to actually submit some art. And then we'll have a contest and probably a snapshot vote to decide which one should be the final DAO logo.
I think it's so appropriate, right? That the DAO ultimately comes in here and decides their own logo that fits in with the brand and the direction we've set up here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys do with this new branding and how that becomes the new DAO logo. So yeah, stay tuned for that announcement, and that'll be coming very soon. There's been a lot of craziness around with all this, and we didn't want to overshadow that too much. So expect that probably sometime next week.
Yeah, and I saw some people in the chat, Musashi. I know some other fake Gotchi artists. Sometimes some of you guys are like full-time branding and design and freelance artwork. So I just can't wait. I think that it's appropriate, and it's also like probably a level up because you guys got the talent. So super stoked for that. Hefe, I see you're saying you're feeling this. We're about to go to a little intermission, right, Dan? Is it about time we need to really, like, as a last step here, we need to all power out this tweet together, answer the question on social media. Everybody's wondering about the double A. So we got to put that out there. And what we can do is we can get the jams going while we all hit Twitter real quick or whatever socials and share this news with the world.
We're already making moves on Twitter, guys.
Look at that. Mwah. The double A. See, to me, it's not an acronym. It's not, well, it literally is not an acronym. It doesn't stand for two A words. What do you call it? It's just a symbol. It's just like iconic.
Yeah.
I see two ghosts vibing.
Cool. Well, shall we get some music? And we're going to drop the tweet here. And we're going to obviously be reaching out to everyone we know that was so gracious to drop some of the alpha with the double A. And let's get this tweet going. We're going to reach out to them, and we're going to try to make a splash here and let everyone know about this awesome new refresh. So big tweet thread incoming if Twitter plays nice with us. Hopefully they will. And if we can get some tunes going, and is Gotchiverse game director Andy Tudor able to do a second set?
Fingers crossed.
And then after the break, looks like we're going to have potentially Jason Slama, who is game director for Gotchi Guardians, also coming up on the stage to chat a little bit about the progress of Gotchi Guardians. So stay tuned for that after the intermission.
Yep. And actually, while we get this tweet thread set up, I think, Scrooger, you were mentioning you have a little bit more to announce related to Gotchi Heroes. So if now's a good time, you're welcome to share.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, thank you for the XP event. It's been crazy, and we've been testing our backend, and it's just been flawless, you know. So I want to thank everyone for playing. It's been really fun. And then this is I really love the new logos and stuff. It's awesome. It's so cool. And I also want to share a little bit of alpha that we got going now, because when we started, keep an eye on the chat there. This is what we started with, and I'm not kidding. I designed that like in PowerPoint. You know, that was the main idea for the game, and then this is where we are now. And alpha for us is we want to move forward. You know, our backend is pretty solid, so we really want to move forward and do something about the UI. So the alpha today for us this is where we are heading.
Nice.
It's taking a little while to load. This is very basic and very like work in progress, but we are moving forward with art, and we're gonna do a full rework of the UI, and we got a lot of stuff coming. So I just want to thank everyone for playing. You know, the back end for us was solid. The UI it's very basic. So yeah, we're gonna work on something very new and something basic, where you don't just see something that's just like popping up. I know it's an idle game, but I mean you want to see some more action, right? So yeah, we're definitely gonna rework that and make it a lot more interactive for everyone. And I just want to thank everyone again for playing. And while we're at it, let's start season 6 for the Gotchi Heroes game. I'm gonna drop a link for you guys. Something new that we're moving away from is the game is not gonna be purely pay to win kind of scheme. You know, you guys know that if you played, you get your free pack every hour. But now with the longer season, that's going to last like about 2 weeks, it's going to be a free pack every 4 hours. So if you have the NFTs
about to drop this tweet thread. So let's crush it on Twitter today, guys. We're gonna get lots of engagement and reach with this tweet going out. Lots of cool stuff and videos that we've been sharing for you guys to look at and enjoy. So here we go, publishing the tweet thread, praying to Elon.
Otherwise, we're moving everything's going to Threads. That's big enough.
Please, no.
I can't handle another social platform.
Yeah, seriously. It's gonna take a sec. This video is pretty big. Yeah, hopefully Twitter will continue going. But we also will be hopefully moving to Lens soon, as well as once they roll out their new delegation feature that I've heard is also incoming.
Absolutely. Yep, big love for the Lens.
All right, well, we'll kick this music off, and once the tweet thread is live, I'll drop it here in the chat.
All right, so we'll do like 5 minutes of intermission, jam, enjoy Andy's music. Make sure you retweet, share, react, comment, all the above. And then we'll be back with a little bit more alpha, a little bit more party, and go from there.
All right, that was so dope. I love me some drum and bass, man. So good.
All day. I see the tweet is also gone live and getting some pretty good reactions already. Must be feeling the energy of the party is carrying over. I'm gonna update my PFP to one of these double A's as well. I feel like that's appropriate.
Well done on the thread here. Just well done on the thread here. I was just looking at all these great images and also some good alpha, I was gonna say, for creators who have access to these open source fonts now. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna open source that right now. I had it private. I was afraid someone would find it first, so let's get that made public for you guys to download the font and play with it however you want. Yeah, it's open source for everyone to use. There's some Easter eggs in it. Basically, if you want to type it, everything needs to be lowercase, except for the double A. If you want that iconic double A, you do the Shift A, uppercase A, and you'll be able to get that typed out exactly how we have it in the logo.
Amazing. Are we going to drop an image that shows every detail, like everything included in this font pack, all the Easter eggs, or are we going to wait? Let them get sussed out here.
Yeah, I saw Choina found the Spirit Force as the eye, but there's quite a few little things in this font to play with and fall in love with, like we have. Open sourcing it now. Here we go. Get this repo open.
Friends, take a second, hit reply something, anything to the post, because the algo weighs the reply so much heavier. The more we reply in the first few minutes, the more visibility this will get. It's more important than liking it and retweeting it. Hit a reply.
Yeah, stay awesome.
Great point. Yeah, any reply just like is so valuable.
I bookmarked this because I'm definitely coming back to this thread. There's so much good information in here.
What do you think of slide? I think it's tweet 6 in the thread. The colors. We've got these official gradients and colors. The palette's been updated. Really, really personally pleased with where that is. It's like just everything the builders need. Anything you want is kind of, we'll have this brand guide with just like all questions answered, all the colors ready, all the assets, all the logos, various word marks, one color, stroke, no stroke, all the options.
This is great for the fake gotchis avenue as well, for all the fake gotchi creators. Like, this is a new palette here to work with.
Totally. Good point.
It's it's so cool in so many ways for like designers to be. There's so much material to play with now, and like you might not have ever felt it, but we definitely felt a little bit limited by pixel art and like just having always to have that pixel aesthetic. Like, we love pixel art, but it can be a little bit limiting sometimes, and so there's so much more flexibility and to play with this new font. And there's also, it's mentioned in the blog post, but there's a secondary font that we're using called Kanit, Kanit, which is going to be featured on the DApp and a lot of other areas that are, we're not going to have the Aavegotchi font everywhere. We'll have some normal, like easy to read text as well. But that Kanit font is also really cool. Took us long time, we spent a lot of effort looking at all the different fonts that were available out there, and Kanit it's got something cool about it. It's got a cool vibe. Nice. All right, well, let's get into this. I guess we're already in the DAO call. We're 90 minutes in here, but we got Jason Slama, the Gotchi Guardians game director. If he's still around, love to bring him up. And probably this is the first time that he's been on a call. Yeah, so let's bring him up. And I'm sure you guys are very curious to talk with him. And he he has lots of cool stuff to share with you guys. So here we go. Slama, hello, sir.
GM.
Hello. Can you hear me? Everything's good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Loud and clear.
That's very good. Oh, it's the first time I'm using this laptop microphone, so I'm glad it's working. So yeah, holy crap! Happy birthday, Aavegotchi. Hi everyone.
Thank you.
Well, a lot of info being thrown around today. I'm not even sure where to start. I mean, I hadn't really prepared anything for today, so I guess I'm just gonna have to randomly leak stuff, aren't I?
Yeah,
Go for it.
You're
Leak whatever you want, sir.
off the
Yeah.
cuff.
So, I've been here for a while now. I think like the first month was just trying to learn everything about the Aavegotchi, and the more I've worked with them, the more they're complicated little guys with so many features in them. And one of the things that we've been really working really hard on is how do we translate them into 3D? Never mind actually doing it everything. So, here in the chat I can maybe share sort of non-final, but still kind of maybe a first preview of how we could even maybe handle the different collaterals in 3D. I mean, some of them we might still tweak as we actually bring them into 3D, but holy crap, just trying to get all the eyes working really nicely, how to get that effect, because 2D image is one thing, but when you go into 3D, there's distortion that happens with perspective and everything. And how the hell do you make unicorn eyes work? And I think one of the biggest challenges that we've had is like how to try to keep that pixelated feel that we had before, but sometimes pixelated stuff just doesn't work really well in 3D, if you know what I mean. So even though things look really simple on paper, getting something that we're all happy with has been a challenge. I mean, one thing that I've really wanted to see happen was to make sure that we keep sort of like these emotions of all the Aavegotchis going. So we've been kind of trying to nail down what are the different types of faces that we want for the Gotchi. How do we handle him when he's happy? How do we handle him when he's mad? How do we handle him when he's sad? How do we translate the eyes? So, we're gonna right now have more refined lines when it comes to the mouth when it's open. We're gonna try and keep that pixelated look whenever the mouth is closed. If the eyes close and get happy, I don't care if you have unicorn eyes, it's going to turn into the pixelated feel of it with different colors, just like we did on the 2D version. I think they're really going to be fun to do. We've also been working on like some basic animations. How do they move? How do they attack? How do they die? The other day on a demo that I was doing earlier this week, I kind of played the death animation for the gotchis of the different players, and it turned out pretty freaking funny because the way that Gotchi Guardians is going to happen is you're actually going to be playing your own version of the map, right? There's going to be eight gotchis with their own enemies, with their own friends, and you're going to get swarmed by liquidators, and you're going to be able to go visit the death or the scene of the other guys, and it was just kind of fun watching, the dead gotchi bodies surrounded by liquidators.
Do you want to show that? Do you want to show everyone the preview that you sent a couple days ago?
Yeah, I'm wondering which one to show because I keep so many GIFs because like I'm the kind of guy. Every time I do a little feature, I let's see if I save that. No.
I think the answer is all of them, probably from what everyone in the chat wants to see. But yeah, if you can maybe choose a couple that you think are good. Again, these are still very work in progress, but the game loop is coming along very well.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to show too much of the game today because later next week I'm going to be actually playing with Jesse and showing and creating a video for you guys showing where we're at right now. And most of the stuff I have are GIFs, and GIFs, they lose a lot of that subtlety, if that will. Like things get a little choppy. And right now I'm trying to figure out how to just save a GIF on this laptop because they're all at home and I'm not at home. So Janice, you guys know how to copy it from our chat and you can share whatever you feel comfortable with, but unfortunately I can't seem to send GIFs.
Good point.
until I get the source. But there's a lot that we can talk about. So we've been looking at creating new types of liquidators, kind of really exploring what that looks like. In the dev post, we showed the dire tire, right?
Yep. Yeah, we did.
So the dire tire is like one of my favorite concepts that we worked out so far, right? So the way that he's going to actually work is he's just going to be really fast, go right up to the gotchi, and then just do a burnout and just ram into you and bounce back. So he's just going to run into you all the time, and they're so fast that they end up surrounding the gotchi really fast. He's the one I have implemented right now with the old one, so you'll definitely be seeing a placeholder visual version of him, but him in action really soon. So look forward to that. I codenamed him the Speedy Boy, but he's also, I think, the name for him is probably going to be Dire Tire, actually, because I just like that so very much. In the demo that we'll be showing soon, I actually got the raffles going. So they're actually jumping, and I think like what surprised even Jesse and Dan, you guys, a lot the first time you saw it, and you guys will hopefully love it too, is that I'm really adding a lot of love and animation and visual movement to this. So the frog actually jumps out of the water onto the
Can
leaf.
I share that? Can I share the frogs are flying GIF?
Yeah, send it. The first demo. Yeah, please share it. So and then the frogs actually fly and they bounce from enemy to enemy, and it just looks really fun.
Here we go, guys.
Well, it
Frogs are
adds so much
flying.
experience, right? It's very experiential. Not a lot of tower defense games have this kind of physicality to them.
This is when they're flying out way too often, so it's much more refined now. But if you ever wondered what a bunch of flying ruffles looks like, an early prototype, that's definitely it. So I've been working really hard the last month and a half, starting basically from scratch to try and get a demo up and running as soon as possible. The plan right now is to try and get something that we can maybe do like an invite-only beta with you guys by the end of the summer, where there'll be a few different enemy types, a few different tower types. And I think like from discussions, the one thing that's kind of really standing out to me is it's not really a tower defense. It's a tower survival game, because the game's not about enemies reaching the end. It's just about your gotchi not dying as fast as everyone else. And I think like maybe one last kind of fun surprise is, we've been looking like how do we do towers? What should they look like? And I think we're really going to embrace the idea of them being more like the pets that we've had in the chain, sort of like the raffle. So I hope you guys like the cactus. And you really enjoy that theme, because I want
here we go.
The cactus's dad.
Here's the alpha.
Holy
shit. It's going to be really fun to bring to life. We'll be working on him in the coming months. You can actually imagine his arm actually going up, doing a little and then going back down and shooting. I think we're going to make it so that the little guy hides back into his pot, to avoid friendly fire, or for his dad's arm swinging around. So, we're looking for making things that are just going to be super high quality, super fun, super exciting, and chaotic. So you have no idea if you're actually doing good or not, but it's fun to watch, right, Jesse?
It really is. Yeah, very satisfying. And I think the pets as towers is a good angle, right? It just it ties everything together really nice. One thing that hadn't occurred to me, and I see music parkour here, Cryptogotchi. I was like, what is he talking about? Can't wait to see the Foxy. Anyway, the Foxy is a wearable for a pet slot. I forgot about that. The Foxy tail is a pet slot. So
I didn't say we had to do all of them.
No, you didn't. You didn't specify. Just good to be aware.
And we got animations in now. We've got the armor set. They're attacking. It looks really nice. I can't wait to you guys see it on GIF format again. Look forward to that in the coming week or two, because we'll be recording that next week for sure.
Yep. Looking forward to recording that, and you guys hopefully can see this is moving in a direction that I think is exactly what we hope for. Like the work you're putting in, the vision you have for this is super on point. And I don't know, did you just coin that term, or are we going to be the first tower survivalist game? Like we had this long window, tower defense with survival aspects. I think what you said makes a lot more sense.
There's so many tower defense out there, and I mean we're using a lot of concepts that are really successful and known, but I think our combination is pretty unique. So yeah, we might be the first. I don't know. We'll be the first to do major success because we will do major success, baby. We can do this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very good. Well, and then I see here Zebot dropping all the visual identity in the emoji section to go with it. So if you've got your Nitro Discord, you now have access to the AA swoosh, the 3D gotchis, all these beautiful new emojis coming in here to really move us forward. So this is cool. I'm so glad we got to hear from you, Slama, and I guess we could save the rest of the alpha for the walkthrough video we're going to record this next week. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, let's save some love some other time, but I'm glad we got to share some candy for this anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely. Quarterdan, there was one last part of the blog post that we didn't even touch on, and it might be really the heart of the whole thing in some way. We end on that note where we talk about the inspiration for all of this and what does Aavegotchi mean to people. And
I'll go ahead and read that. I think it's a fun little essay I kind of wrote because we've been doing so much thinking about Aavegotchi. So I'll get a little read here. Bonus content, a new outlook on life. Alongside this brand update, we did a lot of thinking about the psyche of an Aavegotchi. What does it want? How does it feel? What is it afraid of? And the answers were, frankly, a little scary. As we all know, Aavegotchis are the spirits of liquidated yield farmers. We say that often, but when you really think about it, it's actually pretty dark. I mean, imagine a trader longing a token, max leverage, risking it all for that sweet profit. But then tragedy strikes, Bog makes a call, and in the blink of an eye, they're liquidated. They've lost everything. And at that moment of max greed, max desperation, a new Aavegotchi is born in the nether realm. And yet, Aavegotchis are always smiling that little Mona Lisa-esque smile. We got a nice meme here. Smile if you're dead inside. Why is that? Is it because they don't feel the sting of their former self's losses? Or do they feel it, but they manage to hide the pain? And how about being trapped on the blockchain forever? Because that's what they are. They're trapped. They're shadows of their former selves, dropped into this nether world populated by other broken degens like themselves. I think that's why they love playing games so much. It distracts them from their existential dread. And to me, that's something I can relate to a lot. We're only 3 years into the 2020s, and we've lived through a worldwide pandemic, massive government surveillance, and now the real possibility of AI taking over everything. To be honest, if you're not feeling a bit of existential dread, you're probably not paying attention. But if humanity really is on a collision course with the singularity, I think Aavegotchis are a good role model for how to deal with the emotional roller coaster of life. The next decade is going to be insane, probably more insane than any decade humanity has ever experienced. Just like the Aavegotchis are fearful of liquidators devouring the Gotchiverse, humans are worried that AI will make them irrelevant. But despite this clinging fear, the Aavegotchis still try to make the best of things. They tend to their farms, train for battle against the Protoliths, and play games with their new human companions. So I think the Aavegotchis have a lot of wisdom to share with us, and I look forward to conversing with them soon in the future.
And importantly, we can end with saying, so stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
They do manage to stay awesome. Yeah, I think that nails it. And it's a really important part of, why Aavegotchis have something to say and something to offer in the 2020s in this current time. So there's a bit of a depth under this cute, naive, kind of playful art aesthetic we've got. And I love that fact. Smile if you're dead inside. We got to roll with it, folks. We got our gotchis. They can't take that from us. So kind of a weird meeting for a birthday party, existential dread, but
hey, it's Aavegotchi. It's in our DNA.
It really is. I think
Mikhail, welcome.
What's going on, friends? It has too long for me. I have just been real busy visiting in-laws here in Music City. The nice benefit of that is that I get the perk of getting to visit my good friend No Futuristic, and so
Nice.
it was a reminder for me that that camaraderie that we have in this space is why I'm still here. The best friends and the smartest minds that I've met in the space are on this call right now. And so just happy birthday, Aavegotchi. Thank y'all for everything that I've had the opportunity to learn from and just continue to see so much growth. The Pixcraft team, y'all are doing so great. We are definitely GMI within this group, and it is my honor to still be a part of this. So just keep it up, friends. Y'all always make me so damn happy and keep me so bullish through the darkest and toughest of times. So keep doing what we do.
Yes, sir.
Well said, and that's pretty nice. You guys are together today. You're in Nashville right now.
We were chilling out at the barcade here recently. We were playing some old pinball and getting some inspiration for some really good mini games and talking shop. Kula Longus, we got plans for you. Orium is doing wonderful stuff. I love working in the social scene of what we're doing. You guys take care of the tech. You guys keep building the stack. You keep giving us the tools. We will continue to find creative and innovative ways to use them.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, happy birthday to ourselves on this one, to you as well. You've been a part of this from pretty OG days, right? Michael, how did you find Aavegotchi? What's your memory of, encountering Aavegotchi?
I honestly love my origin story. So I saw Ghost Token early. I was on Polygon in February real early, so I saw it. But it wasn't until I discovered the early content creators. When I found Hefe, when I found No Futuristic, when I found 3D Slaps, that's when I knew that this was a community that I wanted to be a part of. I loved the authenticity of the community voice and the availability to let these individuals be a part of the community direction. And that's still what is my favorite, most bullish part about this. It's the people. It's the Roxianos. It's the Lost Locals. It's the new pieces like Andy. It's this DJ set. It's Soju with his badass shoes. I don't know if you guys saw that in his little keychain that he dropped. I don't know if y'all saw those kicks he's wearing, that crease in his pants. We have some of the most creative and intelligent people in the space here. And so it's this community that initially inspired me. I've had the pleasure of operating as a professional community manager for almost 2 years now because of what I've learned right here inside this community.
I had not seen those shoes. Now I need to see them.
I'm super curious. I'm like, what?
Soju, you drop it, man. Soju's growing up right in front of our eyes, friends. The art side of it, and that's where all of our focus is. And so, again, with friends like y'all, we're definitely GMI. And we're going to work real hard to make sure we can still do everything we can for these community voices to get championed and amplified.
Gotta keep things fun. That's why we're here. I mean, I love this community. I love hanging out. Jesse, I did mention at the beginning, I'm in the U.S. now. We're thinking, we're planning, guys, something to happen in August. Jesse he's in Chicago at the moment, and we're probably thinking of doing something out there. But we don't know we know there's probably going to be a boat involved, but we're still figuring out, and we'll have an announcement for you guys fairly soon, I think, because we got to give everyone some lead time.
Yeah, but we definitely want to meet up while we're both stateside, and if we're meeting up, it would make sense that anyone else who wants to meet up can as well. So, looking forward to that, and I'm very happy to host in the Chicagoland area. Lake Michigan, definitely a good place to get a ship. So, if you don't know, it looks like an ocean. You won't know the difference. Huge.
It is. That's a big lake. Yeah.
So that'll be good. This whole thing's been good. I've really enjoyed sharing all this today and just vibing on the fact that we've been here 3 years building in public, building with the DAO, collaborating, and we're staring at a horizon full of like really next level Aavegotchi initiatives, right? Whether it's Gotchi Chain or the things that have to be built on and around it. It's pretty crazy to think how far we've come. So it's a time to celebrate for sure.
There was before we end this, there's one last thing we get to reveal to you guys.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. More often.
Just Now this is not totally the final version yet, but there'll definitely be some edits to it. But this is as far as we've gotten so far with it. Just let me drop it in here for you guys. We are indeed working on what is it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Comic book. Now this is not a full-blown comic book. It's going to be a pilot. It's going to be a prologue. But if the reception is good, if it turns out well, there might be many more episodes of it. So this is going to be called basically the legend. It's going to be the story of Bushido Gotchi and how Bushido Gotchi got into the Gotchiverse, and basically, what his adventures are going to be in the Gotchiverse.
Yeah, and we wouldn't just do this without a way to, I don't know, to introduce it to the world. So I believe we're going to actually be debuting this and showcasing some of the story at Comic-Con.
Yep.
Aavegotchi's at Comic-Con this year, coming up really just a few weeks from now, and the Aavegotchi manga comic will be there.
It's going to be tight, but it should be doable to get that. In San Diego at Comic-Con. Yeah. I believe it's like 2 weeks from now.
Yep, 2 weeks from now, and we are part of an event on the 20th. We'll have a few tickets to give away, but we're part of an event with Oniforce. Oniforce, I believe, has signed a deal with DC Comics, so their IP is being brought into the comic book world as well, and we are going to be giving out free physical copies of this prologue at that event on the 20th, I believe.
Those sound highly collectible.
This is like this is the prologue. So this is going to be like, oh my God. I kind of want to just fly out to San Diego to get one. You got to leave me one, Lost Local. Please, sir.
Everybody always chases Lost Local for the sweaters.
For sure.
Sweaters.
No, we'll see. Once we figure out what the production run looks like, we can also try to get some in the shop. Depending on what the production run is. But we'll keep that in mind and make sure that we try to get as many people that want them.
Yeah, the art is going to be awesome. The story is going to be awesome. It's something. It's a very unique intro to this story. I'm looking forward to seeing how it finally gets converted into comic book format. Oh man, so pumped, so stoked.
I'm very excited for it. We're going to have more details on this in the week ahead on like how we're going about producing it, who we're collaborating with, all this stuff. But needless to say, it's one, we want to make stories for our community right here on this call and for ourselves. But it's also part of that strategy of, looking at Aavegotchi as characters that speak to this generation and everything Dan just said about like the 2020s and we need a hero, right? We think Aavegotchi's that hero. So it's going to speak directly to other audiences that maybe haven't encountered Aavegotchi before. And so people that enjoy Comic-Con, people that are going to be part of other communities that are passionate about storytelling, they're going to hear our story. And so I'm excited to see Aavegotchi enter these kind of other realms. And I think they're going to be really well received, but that we're going to put our best foot forward and try to do that.
This is really, this whole week has been like alpha overload. I feel like the last 2 weeks. This has been insane.
Yeah, and it'll just keep going. We have so much to do. There's so much to be done.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to have this now finally announced. You guys, I'm sure you saw the memes, me trying to hold this back. It's tough, but we finally got this brand refresh done, and now we can get back to some major shipping with the DAP, with Gotchi Guardians, with the Gotchiverse. Oh man, it's the second half of this year I think is going to be record breaking. It's going to be awesome.
Well,
Shout
with
out
that,
to some of the biggest shippers in the space. Honestly, like you guys work really hard, and definitely a shout out to Pixelcraft, the whole team. Uh, people have been there since the start, and one's joining the team now for this next phase. It's gonna be epic, honestly. Yeah,
So if anyone in the audience want to come up and love to hear your thoughts on the new logo and just the whole new vibe. If anyone wants to come up on stage, I'd love to. As we're finishing up here,
let me just say this.
Don't be shy. And thanks to Zbot for getting the awesome. Let's see, what's it called here? Is it just AA? Gotta get that logo.
do we need a shorthand way to say that? The double A.
Yeah. I call it the awesome.
Awesome. Bring the awesome. That's good. That's pretty good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, my internet came back, so I'm going to try to be concise before I get cut off. I love the new landing page, to be honest. I feel like as a person who's tried to help with onboarding, this is everything you need. You have the FAQ, you have everything in a very simple layout, and I think it's a hit. Like, I think this is going to be very helpful for everything that we're doing.
Yeah, and we're going to be like testing and seeing how it performs as well and making tweaks now that we have kind of like a format that we can play with it a little bit. So our goal is to get a nice, well-performing landing page that doesn't have people bouncing because they don't know what the hell Aavegotchi is. That's the first step to make sure that our first impression is something that people, not everyone obviously, but a certain type of people is going to like it and kind of react well to it. And the new DApp will also be coming fairly soon. It's not a new DApp. It's just an updated look to the current V2 DApp.
I think all the iterations we've seen like over the years, the gradual improvements bit by bit, just speaks to like how innovative it actually is, right? Because to actually get to this place where we are now, it took many iterations to, not only on the brand side of things, but also like the actual, like going to 3D and AR and everything. I'm glad we took the approach, like even at Pixelcraft that you guys did, starting with something very simple and attracted a community and then built on top of that. And now we can bring in the really highly rendered stuff that we used to talk about before. That was like, okay, we're happy with our pixels, but now it's like, okay, we got 3D now. We got all this more extra beauty that's being added to the project, and it's awesome.
Yeah, there's so many of these big projects now taking these massive L's. It's like in this space, just keep vibing with the community. Make sure you're not doing stupid stuff that is gonna just hurt the community, and keep shipping and keep thinking about how to get your message out there. Now, our message really just that we're a platform that you can play with your friends, play with these crypto games, and try to get this idea of like Web3 and crypto more adopted, because it's just the whole ethos of crypto is is just of freedom and of self custody and ownership. And it's when people hear about it, their minds are blown, but they just like the media is not letting any of that stuff kind of get out. So gaming is such a great way to get that message out. And then now we add in like the vibe of Gotchi, which is something we've always focused on the friendly side and the happy side, but I'm really interested in like what and the darker side of the Gotchis. Like, what does their psyche look like? It's going to be so fun to explore that, and how that kind of trauma of getting liquidated like has impacted their behaviors and their actions and how they interact with each other. There's just so much. I think, like Andy said earlier, that it's like a gold mine of just material to write stories about and to experience, like just to explore.
The fake lore society will be well and alive. Let's end this on a high note then too. We're talking about gifts and happiness. T-Bird just jumped on stage, and I have unfortunately fallen off the edge and the radar of ThriveCoin operations right now, but these guys have been busting butt. So T-Bird, what's going on? I think we're raffling tomorrow, correct?
Yes, sir. Cacao. Happy birthday, everybody. Thanks for having me
Happy birthday.
super just pumped to see the whole evolution since September of 2020 when I came in here with a bunch of y'all, and just it's amazing to see the growth and development, and especially all the contributions through this first season of ThriveCoin. Thank Aavegotchi. So we had like over 1,700 people show up and do their contributions, and I think over 7,000 total contributions. So that's pretty impressive. So pat yourselves on the back, and it's kind of a learning curve getting all this stuff going, and definitely a lot of work. But we're having a raffle tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be giving away 15,000 ghosts worth of fake gotchis, alchemica, bags of ghosts, closed portals, spacious parcels, all sorts of amazing stuff that we have been acquiring. So
Wow,
be sure to show up.
Could you repeat that? Did you say 15,000?
Yeah, close to 15,000 ghosts worth of stuff. So it's crazy. It's going to be a big giveaway. I believe Soji just dropped a link to all the prizes. You can see them on the Thank Aavegotchi Season 1 prizes. But yeah.
Let's just confirm that T-Bird time. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct?
That is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, that's the Voltron Hackathon. I'm sorry. Shoot, I'm totally
I got you, brother.
wrong message.
You're all right. I wouldn't be Web3 with a little bit of fake out, right? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, check the announcement there for all the details of it. And
that's right.
I just can't tell y'all. I can't tell you how hard this team's worked. I've watched these board members really activate and sink their teeth in, and they've taken pure ownership of trying to make sure that this community is well rewarded. And the ThriveCoin team in general, like these funds that were allocated is in the name of y'all, and these prizes are going to go into the community's hands for sure. So just pay attention. Thanks to all the contributors that played around with the program. It's Season 2 and Season 3 are still coming up soon.
Yeah, Season 2 is live now, so you can go and see the new contribution types. We're just we're not doing raffle tickets. We're just doing straight Ghost. So super exciting, and there's going to be lots of ways to contribute, and definitely open to any suggestions on things that y'all want to see, things that you think the DAO can come together and get accomplished using some of these funds. Just really grateful to be here. Super proud.
This is great. I just copy pasted the original announcement into the stage chat. So anybody that doesn't want to click away, you can read it right here. Click those links and be a part of something really special. That's awesome.
Yeah, make sure you guys connect your Discord to your profile and at least your Twitter. Possibly, so we can get in touch with you if you win prizes. If you don't update your profile, we have a hard time getting in touch with you. So make sure you do that, please.
Cool, friends. Any other announcements from anyone while we're chilling here? I guess we're pretty much out of time for the DAO, but we'll have that. We'll be starting that DAO logo contest sometime next week, most likely. And yeah, it's been a hectic, amazing 2 hours spent with everyone here.
Yeah, big love to everybody. You'll start seeing that new ghost icon populate on all your favorite exchanges and CoinMarketCap, etc. Probably Monday. We reached out to everybody proactively. Most of them won't update it over the weekend, but this new Gotchi branding, it's going to start seeping into all parts of culture and society. It all starts today. So I really appreciate everybody being here on this call, everybody in this room. We're been riding this with us for 3 years now, and it's just been. Somebody said, "Can't wait to see what the next 3 years look like." I tend to agree. I think it's about to get really interesting.
Feeling just frisky enough. I'll leave us with this. We've tried to do these sing-alongs in time before, and it didn't go well, so I'll just take lead, okay? So happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
good Gachi.
Aavegotchi.
Happy
Birthday
birthday to us.
to us. La hijo de puta, vamos.
Reverse
Happy
acapella.
birthday.
Ziba, where's the
Nice.
lesbian Gachi?
Yeah, I'm looking for it now.
Let the fucking Gotchi.
Woo.
Vamos.
It's a new one.
We need to add to the roadmap that we get the happy birthday part of this down by the next 3 years.
Sweet friends. Well, have a amazing rest of your Saturday, or if you're entering Sunday now, and we will see you guys. The next big thing will be I think we have rarity farming next week. Is it the payout time round 2 next week?
That sounds right. I think it's about that time.
So get those stimmies ready, and yeah, have an amazing weekend, guys. See you on the Twitters and all the different socials, and here in the Discord.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday to all the Gachis out there.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
fam.
Lots of love, friends. Have a good day.
Fam, love you all. Let the fucking Gotchi.
Fucking Gajis. Peace. Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Later.
Don't sleep on those Soji fakes, friends. Some good drops there. Bye.